Up next on The Bottom Line, Montgomery County officials cut the ribbon for 2 new public safety facilities.
All right, we're open.
The future is loading at a TEDx youth event at Clarksburg High School.
When the students kind of start their own education, that's what it's all about. That's why we're here.
And a competition like no other takes place at Montgomery College.
We have an incredibly talented group of young people in our community, in our state, in our country.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Susan Kennedy. 2 big ribbon cuttings this month. First, a new 2nd District Police Station in downtown Bethesda. For the past 60 years, this building has served as the headquarters for the Montgomery County Police Department's 2nd District. But next month, 144 men and women in uniform will be moving into this new state-of-the-art facility in downtown Bethesda.
3, 2, 1, cut.
The new station was built on a vacant lot in Bethesda Central Business District at little cost to the county. Montgomery County partnered with developer Stonebridge Caris to build the new station. In return, the county will transfer the old district building on Wisconsin Avenue as part of a redevelopment project that will include an office building and a hotel.
It is important for us to have these CIP projects. It is important for us to have the building, the material, but more importantly, we need to continue to keep in mind the very, very dedicated men and women who make up our public safety team. It is because of them that we're doing it. It is because of the public that we're doing it. But no building, no material can substitute for their bravery and their dedication and commitment.
How many detectives do we have here?
And there was a moment in time when we were fearful that the police station would move out of downtown Bethesda. And we said that cannot happen. And so the county executive and his team came up with this really perfect solution.
There are, I believe, 4 cells. We have 2 interview rooms.
A win-win for our private sector and our public sector.
What do you think of this place?
It's great. This is awesome.
This is good government at its finest, and we ought to be proud of that kind of public-private partnership. And county executive, congratulations to you and your team for making that happen.
The 4-story, 28,000-foot police station will be LEED Silver certified. The facility will also use a portion of County Garage 35 for police vehicles. The new station will serve close to 200,000 county residents from multiple communities in the Down County.
This new station will allow us to better serve the public and allow my cops to operate more efficiently. The new 2nd District station has features such as a community room for public use, Wi-Fi throughout the building, a storage room for our bicycles, a secure parking lot for our police cars, and better prisoner processing facilities. And these are just a few of the things that the old station did not have.
The new 2nd District station will be open to the public in mid-February. Next, the Safe Passage Center is a family-friendly and safe access site for families with a Montgomery County court order for shared custody and child visitation. Officials cut the ribbon earlier this month.
Camera, 1, 2, 3.
It allows families to ensure that the non-custodial or the visiting parent is able to maintain a relationship with their child, but the custodial, the residential parent, knows that it's happening in a safe and structured environment.
It's going to help people in custody disputes. It's going to help, we hope, it will encourage people to seek protective orders when they really need them because they know that there'll be a safe place.
People have lost their lives doing exchanges. People have lost their lives just coming in contact with each other. And the fact that we can do something like this, to me, this is a continuation of the work that we did with the Family Justice Center.
You think about what it must be like today. Of course, the center opens today, but prior to the center, to have women feeling they must fulfill their legal obligation and putting themselves at physical risk in order to do it. I'm so proud that we were able to get this done. It's one of the things, honestly, of my years in service on the county council that I am just the most delighted about, that we were able to make this happen.
You really should be proud of this.
She was singing, so should you. I have been singing your praises all afternoon.
Came to the county council, and with the terrific leadership
of the Health and Human Services Chair, George Leventhal, and the Public Safety Committee Chair, Mark Elrich, and Councilmember Katz's support, who represents this district, and many active community committee members. They actually improved the plan and shepherded through full funding on a unanimous county council vote. That's not an easy thing to do, and we greatly support your efforts in that. For me today is also about Gail Pumphrey and her children. Gail begged a judge to give her supervised visits or at least monitored exchange. She was denied both. But she agreed once to exchange the children in a park. And in Unity Park in Damascus, Gail and her beautiful children were killed by her ex-husband, the father of those children. So we're here today to make sure that never happens again, that what happened to Gail and her children and has happened to numerous other Montgomery County children never happens again. And that's what this center can do: diffuse family tensions, prevent violence, give victims and their families a place where they can heal, tell every child that walks through these doors, adults care about you, and we're going to keep you safe. So tell everyone you know about the Safe Passage Center. You don't know who is a victim. You don't know who has a relative or a friend who could be hurting. Tell everyone you know about this beautiful Safe Passage Center. You could save a life.
The future is loading. That's the theme here at Clarksburg High School for this TEDx youth event. It's been organized completely by students, and it's designed to inspire ideas and start conversations.
So I'm going to just talk to you really briefly about
An NIH scientist, a television news personality,
I traveled to Las Vegas to cover the shooting along the strip there back in October.
and the Montgomery County Chief of Police.
What level of confidence does the community have with the police?
Those were just a few of the chosen speakers for the event, where the goal was to spread ideas through powerful talks.
Thank you, Director Jackalone. Thank you very much.
Something organizer Matt Evanson says has always fed his curiosity.
So I've always liked to procrastinate by watching TED Talks. And so one day last spring I was like, maybe we could bring this to our school. And so I did some research, and my co-sponsor of this club, Mr. Lee, he was a teacher friend of mine, and so from there it just kind of snowballed.
And when Matt approached Principal Edward Owusu with the idea of a TEDx event, he had no second thoughts about giving it the school support.
Well, one, it's student run. I've been basically sitting in the back kind of watching. Two, it's the students actually having a voice and actually education. It's like they're making their own education by bringing in different speakers and different questions, and then just the planning of everything. So when the students kind of start their own education, that's what it's all about. That's why we're here.
Evanson started a TEDx club at Clarksburg and enlisted more than 20 of his peers to help with the event.
We initially split up into 3 groups: content creation, curation, media, and stage development. Content creation was responsible for all the videos you see up here before and after TED Talks. Media was just to get the word out there, to get all these people here, and they've done a great job. And stage direction, we got our school's theater company to produce the sign up there. It's really nice.
The fact that it's like youth and it's us actually like organizing it and contributing it to it really like shows the whole theme of like the future's loading, and it's cool that like we're so young but we get to organize such a big nationwide event like this.
and basically run my section.
NIH researcher Dr. Becca McPherson talked about her research on the disease of Alzheimer's and working towards a cure.
So from this, we're able to see in 3D what is going on in the brain.
And Montgomery County Police Chief Tom Manger spoke to the students about the future of policing and how it's evolved over the past couple of years.
That the public wants to believe that the police are well-intended, that we are well-intended, that when we show up, we are there to do good, that my cops are going to treat them fairly, and we're going to do the right thing for the right reasons. That's what I want the public to believe. And the only way that the public's going to believe that is if we do the right thing. and we do it the right way. There's always a lot of myths and a lot of, I think, misunderstandings about what police do and why they do it. So I think it's a good thing for us to have this conversation. And I'm going to talk for a little while, but I'm really looking forward to taking questions from the kids and having a conversation.
The speech you gave was like really changed my view. I thought it was like amazing. So how would you go about improving these relations between the cops and the various citizens?
Well, we all have some bias in us. The training that we put our officers through is, let's identify that bias and make sure it's not impacting the way you do your job, does not impact the way you treat people.
Brings the community closer. That's exactly right.
Councilmember Craig Rice represents the citizens of Clarksburg. He says this generation understands we need to come together as a community.
And Chief Manger gets it. He really understands that his officers need to be not only reflective of the community, but actively engaged and involved in it. And so from that perspective, that of course is going to resonate with these students here, with this generation who understand that that's at the forefront. We really need to focus on that. And I hope that other jurisdictions can watch and learn from something like this, because it certainly speaks to what some of the other jurisdictions throughout the nation are struggling with right now.
And will this be Matt Evanson's last TED Talk experience? Not likely.
So I want to study computer science.
And so might we see you in the future giving a TED Talk of your own?
There is a possibility.
Is that your dream?
My dreams are not confined to the TED stage, but that will definitely be on my bucket list.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening.
The best and the brightest from 10 of Montgomery County's high schools stepped up to the challenge to participate in the Maryland State Science Bowl held at Montgomery College. There were more than 48 teams from 26 different high schools from across the state, making this one of the largest science competitions of its kind in the nation.
And good luck in your competition.
Council President Hans Riemer delivered opening remarks.
I am really excited about supporting STEM in the county because, first of all, we have an incredibly talented group of young people in our community, in our state, in our country. I really believe your generation is going to be the generation that succeeds in resolving some of our biggest challenges.
Montgomery College has been hosting the Science Bowl since 2006.
So that year, we became the first community college in the nation to host a Science Bowl. This is my most favorite event to come to a campus. We are meeting young people throughout the state.
The competition is set up with 2 teams of 4 who are asked a variety of science, math, and engineering questions. President Riemer sat in on a round of questions between reigning state champs Blair High School and St. Albans School.
Having just seen many young people answering questions before the questions were even finished, they just have a real knowledge of these topics, and we're the best of the best here in Montgomery County. So you see the investments in MCPS and Montgomery College paying off. You see the benefits of having NIH and NIST and the Department of Energy and FDA right in our community. We really are strong in science, the science economy.
And there's no denying these young Einsteins are light years ahead of themselves and are in store for a very bright future. Well, that wraps it up for this edition of The Bottom Line. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy.
What do you do if you smell natural gas? A gas leak can happen if a gas pipe is damaged, if an appliance that uses gas isn't hooked up right, or if someone leaves a burner or the oven on. If you smell natural gas, don't try to find out where it's coming from. Just get out. From a safe location, call 911 and then your local gas company. If the odor is very strong or you hear something hissing, leave the area immediately and warn other people as you go. Natural gas is highly flammable. Don't light a cigarette or use your phone or anything with batteries. Don't turn light switches on or off. Don't start your car. Don't do anything that could create a spark. Washington Gas's emergency number is 703-750-1400. Evacuate first. Call next.